Is everybody here? Everybody on this page? Okay. Where's your notebook? You will not use your calculator for any 2x2 matrix operations. So on a 2x2, I expect you to be able to find the determinant, and I expect you to be able to find an inverse, all right? But you will be able to use them for some 3x3 matrix operations. You still have to show your work, show your steps, but you will be able to use the calculator. Now, you say use the calculator for what? Let's go down here. You're going to find the inverse of a 3x3. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remember how to find the inverse of a 2x2. Don't write this down. I'm just going to make up a 2x2. I got this. Do you remember how to find an inverse? That's part of it. That's part of it. That's part of it. Yep. What's the first thing I have to do? I got to find the determinant. Do you remember it's 1 over the determinant times that funky new matrix that you two were talking about? So what's the determinant of this thing? The determinant, Jackson says it's 8 minus negative 3, which is 11. So A inverse is 1 over the determinant times, okay, you ready? Now, what do we do to this matrix, the funky thing? What do we do to these two? Switch them. Good. And the other one's the signs change. Good. And then what do we do? Then it's just scalar multiplication, and Tree gets a little bit nervous right here. Now look, don't make this hard. What's 1/11 times 4? That's 4 over 11. 1/11 times negative 1. Negative 1 over 11. 3 over 11. And 2 over 11. Right. So not bad. Not bad. 9/11. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to do an inverse. Do I want to show you how to do an inverse on your calculator? I want to show you how to, let me look here. Yeah. Okay. We're going to take this first matrix A, and we're going to input it into your calculator. Now, do you remember how to put a matrix in your calculator? Let's do it. Don't find anything yet. Let's just get the matrix entered. Let's, since this is called matrix A on your notes, let's make it matrix A. Edit. That's a, what are the dimensions of that matrix? A 3 by 3.
Are we doing the first matrix? Which one are we doing?
Okay. Now listen, on the fraction part, how do you put the fraction in? You can't. You can do it that way, yeah. You do not do the second y or the alpha y equals first. It won't work. Or you can just put in 2, the divide, and 3. So if you want to, you can just use the division bar on a matrix. Okay. Put this in. That's fine. Let it turn into a decimal. That's fine. There you go, Eli. That's exactly right. Does everybody have this?
Yes.
Okay. Second quit. Now, we're wanting to find the inverse. So all you have to do you see this button right here that it says x to the negative 1? Now, don't do that first. Yeah, so go back to matrix and go to names because we want to, what matrix do I want to take the inverse of? I want to take the inverse of matrix A. So A, then that key, and hit enter. That's ugly.
And then math.
Then math, option 1 or enter.
Oh, those are nasty.
Honey, here's what I promise you. It's a lot easier doing it on the calculator than it is trying to do it by hand. So be very, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no.
Wait, mine are different. That's what I said.
You know what? I have not done a 3x3 in so long by hand that I'd have to sit down and remember how to do it. Now listen, this matrix right here is your answer. That's what you need to put right here. That's don't put equals. Put A, see, put A inverse equals, and put it in there. Okay. Let me show you how to multiply two matrices together. If you multiply a matrix times its inverse, what do you get?
0, 1.
What's it called? The identity matrix. Good. So let me show you how that would look. Let me see here. I'm just going to clear all this mess here. Okay. If I want to multiply matrix A times its inverse, do this. Go back to matrix. Grab matrix A times, go back to matrix, grab A, inverse. Now listen to me. Remember that E means times 10 to the? When you see times 10 to the negative number, it's 0. That's a pixel glitch. That's 0. So you get the identity matrix. What would happen if you did A inverse times A? Can you swap the order?
Yeah.
You sure? That's what I'm asking you. Would it be? A inverse times A? It is, yeah, that one's much better. Much better. Okay. If you multiply a matrix times its inverse, you get the identity, just like if you multiply 1/4 times 4 or 4 times 1/4, you get 1, which is the identity in multiply. So go back to here. Let's see if we can write down the calculator steps. And I sat and I did a matrix on my calculator and I was writing steps. So if you want to go to matrix, edit, that's edit, and enter. You want to enter your dimensions and the elements. That means the numbers in the matrix. Enter. And then second quit. So get that down. When I'm putting something in a rectangle, that means it's something you have to push on your calculator. Now, to get the inverse, you go back to matrix, names, and then I'm just going to put choose. When I put choose your name, I don't mean choose Aiden or choose Zoe. I mean put the name of the matrix that you want, right? and then do X inverse and enter. Yeah, yeah. To choose it, yeah, you hit enter to choose it. Yeah, yeah. Mm-mm. I think this will take care of you. Now here's what I want us to do. Let's do B, and I want you to follow those notes, those steps. And if there's a step where you say, ooh, I'm not supposed to do it that way, then let me know and we'll clean it up. We're going to do the inverse of matrix B, so I want you to name this one matrix B. So let's go. Go to your calculator. We're going to make this one matrix B. Use your steps. Follow these steps and make sure that these steps work. What are the dimensions of matrix B? It's a 3 by 3. How did I get over to matrix B? I'll show you. I went to matrix, and I went right to edit. Yeah, and when I put enter, if you put that, maybe we need to change that. You enter if you're wanting matrix A. But if you want matrix B, then you're going to have to go and choose it. Okay, get your matrix B in. So are you following along? Holy smoke! That was not on purpose. Yeah? Oh, honey, that's my favorite button. Yeah, we're finding the inverse. Good. Yeah. Yeah, you have to. Okay, what I want you to do, I want you to do C and D. What do you mean C is not possible? Wait a minute, I've got a square matrix. Why is that not possible? Why is C not possible? No, the dimensions are not 0. What's going to be 0? The determinant. Well, there's going to be a line of 0. You're going to have 0 everywhere. So here's what you're going to say on C. There is no inverse because the determinant of C equals 0. No, it is not too long because all you have to do is write this. Not possible. Remember the symbol for determinant. Okay. Now I want you to do D. You can do D. That's what I got for matrix D inverse. Now, once you are finished, once you get this matrix, then I want you to do the back side of the pink sheet. Wrong.
Please.
No,